Well, thank you for staying with us on the program. I'm sure you have so much on your mind that you would like to share with us on this matter. So go ahead and let's know what you make of the issues. The link to the conversation tonight, if you're tweeting at us, tweet your thoughts, is the hashtag is hashtag politics today to these handles at CTV Politics, the official handle for the program, and you may tweet at my own personal handle. It is at Anietie Okon. Maybe you want to talk some more. Why not send your thoughts and opinion on these issues to our email? Well, Senator Shehu Sani is with us from our Abuja studio. He joins us now. Well, let me quickly go back to the issue of the ministerial screening, if you can hear me now. A lot of people have talked about the fact that some of the issues raised by some of your PDP colleagues about the candidate of the nominee, the candidate, a ministerial designate now, Mr. Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. And people are asking, must he be a minister if there are issues about allegations, of course, which your party said was not founded, was not really established? Well, I guess we lost him there again. We hope that we'll be able to reconnect with him as soon as we're able to do that. Well, let me introduce to you my other guest in the studio who joins us now, is Senator Anietie Okon. He's since joined us in the studio. He's a founding member of PDP and, of course, the very first PDP National Publicity Secretary. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, you've been at the Senate, and of course, this is not the first time you're seeing a ministerial screening. What do you make of the process?
It's just a ritual, and that you either make it to have good content that should satisfy the needs for establishing the suitability of an individual for an appointment, or the hogwash we had recently.
You refer to it as an hogwash. Why?
Well, what was there? You call a man up and he comes up there. Nobody knows what the plans of the head of state, the president who is appointing them, is not earmarked any position. So the questioning and the inquiries and the interrogations that went on in the Senate were essentially just a matter. You could best describe them as being some expedition, some fishing, because you don't know what a man is coming for. You assume because of his positions that is the likely, based on his qualifications and experience, there's a presumption of where he will go to. But there again, they ran into some trouble because some came with similar accomplishments and qualifications within the same field. So who gets what and who does what? It's pointless going through that ritual unless we want to establish, on the basis of proper information that has been provided by the nominator, that this man is chalked down for this position, and you can take him at large on those.
But that was the same practice which was common with your party, the PDP, when the PDP was in government for over 16 years.
It didn't mean that we agreed with it generally.
But I mean, when you refer to it as hogwash now, because it's the other party, a lot of people will be saying that was what you best practiced in your party.
No, let's look at it. We are talking about change today, right? If what we had done in the past didn't yield the type of results that the country and people was it necessary to go through the same rituals? And in any case, what is the quality of what they have done? A clear breach of basic decency, a breach of even the provisions of the laws that govern this country. It is very clear that a man who is someone being nominated under Section 66 of the Constitution is very clear. You must have the same basic qualifications as somebody who is standing for election to any to the House of Representatives. And that is that you must not have been subject, or there should have been no indictment emanating from a reasonable or proper authority before.
But there were no, I mean, the indictments were, these we were talking about, the allegations, they were not indictments.
No, there is a clear indictment from a commission of inquiry, in a judicial commission for that matter, in Rivers State.
But there was no appearance of the said person at that committee.
So we must endorse lawlessness?
But there was a committee.
No, let us be very clear in this country, right? If I'm sued to court, and I'm summoned by court, do I have a right to refuse appearance before that court? It shows indiscipline, and we're talking about building a country that has respect for law, that has respect for order. It's not for anybody to choose and pick where he turns up for interrogation. There is an inquiry into your service by whether you like that authority or not. It was, and it still remains, the relevant and recognized authority in the place. Yes. And it is clear in the Constitution. We cannot continue to be carried away by the hysteria that is going on. We want to see results. There are a lot of us. You're in support of the workout by the PDP senators? Of course. That you think that was the right thing? It was absolutely. A lot of people will think that that was just a copy and paste habit, I mean, because of what we have seen. No, because they were not going to be part of the aberration that went through, that was passed on for a clear. Not only did we see, a flouting of existing rules and conventions of that institution. You had even their own body had an investigation. They had given instructions and given an assignment to a committee of that house, and that assignment was concluded and the report laid before that house. A lot of people will easily remember the situation surrounding the confirmation of someone like Senator Musiliu Obanikoro from Lagos, whom some of the senators at the Senate at that time also made observation about some of the indictments. They made observations against him. Were there formal investigations or reports or complaints or petitions against Obanikoro? There was none. The same senator, Senator Morare, who brought up the case, I mean, at the floor again, it was the same senator who brought up a lot of issues at that time against Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, saying a lot of the court cases and everything against allegations against Senator Musiliu Obanikoro. But then the PDP-led Senate actually confirmed him, asked him to take a bow and go. Listen, isn't this precedence? That's not precedence. That's not. There was a determination in the case, the current case. There was no determination in the other one. There had been no indictment entered by any level of commission, created by any level of institution. There was no entry. There was no conclusion. There was no closure. In Amechi's case today, there were conclusions. There is a case in court. But the fact is that he had an indictment from a judicial commission of inquiry. I don't have anything against him. And the legality of that judicial commission was also put in question. By who? By the person who has been in. By who? He has no rights. How can you? All right. Let's quickly reach, just a moment, Senator Okon. Let me go back. We lost connection with Senator Shehu Sani earlier on. Let me quickly come to you right now. The walkout by the PDP senators, what do you make of it?